But the guy like it. He done been over there and seen it. So they just trying to see. We're in the negotiation phase, trying to see how much money they can come up with. I got him at 100 grand. I got him up 100 grand for us profit wise. There's always a little room for a little extra, brother. A little extra, though. A little extra never hurt nobody.
Especially with that type of house, Eddie. I mean,
Cause if they get a loan, man, if they get a loan, they gonna have to put down at least 20% on a big boy house like that.
yeah.
So I'm only asked for 20%, which is 420,000. Now my seller done went up on me. So he
What
was
do you
like,
say?
he wants 300,000 and $12,000, or he'll take 200,000 and 14 or 15, 14.5 a month. So either I want to get the more cash flow or more down payment. So that's where he going. 300,000 down, 12,000 a month. 200,000 down, and 14.5 a month.
What type of buyer are we talking about, Eddie?
Buyer.
Yeah, what? Give me a snapshot of this buyer.
This buyer here, well, I got two of them actually to negotiate with. One of them is a basketball player. I don't know. I think he is. I don't know. I don't really watch sports as much, but he's a basketball player that
Like
plays
some
with.
type of NBA type of thing?
Yeah, and then this
Okay.
other guy's an executive.
All right.
So
Yeah. Basketball player may be able to hang in there for a little while, but man, you never know when that's gonna be gone.
shit, the house came from a foreclosure from a dang on basketball player.
Oh, it's right. You said that. You said
Man,
that.
that house, brother Chris, so beautiful, man. Like he put $2 million into the stone when the dang on house only $2 million. Why you ain't pay the house out?
I saw that. I saw
I
that.
don't understand that,
I
man.
saw that.
Look, basketball players, any entertainers, y'all catch this video in the future. Pay your damn house off, man. Bump the upgrades, all that extra crap. You do that once your house paid off, and when you know it's yours. Until you pay it off, guess what? It's the bank house. Shit. For real, man. I hate to see my man. I just hate to see them losing these houses. And this year, man, this is the second house I ran across with an athlete in trouble.
Eddie, man, I owe 65,000 on my house, man. I am done. I'm like, I'm done with it, dog.
That's
Pay
a
it down.
blessing. That's a blessing, brother.
I'm like, I'm done. So the guy lived in the house, no doubt, was looking at having cash being an asset as opposed to sinking that cash into the house.
Right. You know they got the game. And you know, most people, especially, athletes stuff, they coming from the hood and most of the stuff. So financial education is zero.
Zero.
All thing you know what the rappers doing, that's ball. Get the money, ball, baby. Ball, ball, ball. The shit, when that ball is stopped, your ass in for a rude awakening, baby. Tighten up time.
You know, Eddie, my first publishing deal, me and my boy Jay, we had 200,000, man. And I spent every penny down to I had $80 left, dude. I'm like, you know what? I'm stupid.
Man, it's so easy to get, man, but you gotta learn how to keep it. That money easy to spend, boy. It's so easy. Boy, you could do it with your eyes closed.
Welcome, class. Welcome, class. Welcome, Round Up family. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, brother Eddie.
Happy New Year, God. Time to make some money, baby.
Eddie, I'm glad you're giving me. I was down a little bit today, man. You brought me back up a little bit. I've been down a little bit.
I was a little bit too, brother. So I talk to you. I'm back. I got some energy back going.
That's
You
why I
know how it
love.
is.
Huh?
I said, you know how it is, man. I be start studying the universal laws, and one of the universal laws is the law of rhythm, which means what goes up comes down, what goes down comes back up. So shit, it's never gonna be a time in life that you just completely up. I don't give a damn. You got $100 million. Something gonna have you down somewhere. That's
Something's
just
gonna
being
happen.
realistic.
And you know what? We take for granted our health, Eddie, that we can go out here and do things. Some people have, they're in a wheelchair. Or they may have some type of a handicap, man. That could really set you back.
Oh man, tremendously, man, tremendously. I
All right,
remember
let's
I
get.
broke my
Huh?
leg. I think I just got into real estate. I had broke my femur bone.
Oh my lord.
Well, I was out. Well, I supposed to been down like 3 or 4 months. That's what the doctor said, but I wasn't going for that, Chris. I was up, man, in about 45 days. I was walking with one crutch. Then a couple of days later, I put that crutch down. I was just walking, limping. I was limping, man. I was determined not to let it get me down. And then check this out, brother Chris. So this was when I was single. I wasn't married, right? So I had my uncle still died to this day laughing. So my leg was messed up, right? Nice chick had pulled up to the side of me. I was talking to her out of the car. I was like, yeah, pull over. Let's talk. I pulled over the car, man. I got up, started walking like this. Man, that girl pulled off. I said, oh, she thought I was a handicap, man. Hey, my uncle, he fell on the floor laughing so hard, man, it was too funny, man. Too funny. Hey, man.
All right. Welcome, class. Welcome. This is Chris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. Hanging out with Mr. Transaction Engineer. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give us a thumbs up for the optimization purposes so we can reach out through the internet to bring this information to you as opposed to you turning on the TV watching CNN or NBC or MSNBC or Fox, which is gonna, what is it? Take away from your life. We want to pour into your life. And today, what's up, brother Eddie?
Nothing much, man. Happy New Year, guys. I'm excited. 2019, ready to break down some barriers, man. And quantum leap, man. I've been studying. I'm gonna put you on, brother Chris, and the rest of the viewers. I'm gonna look it up while we online, man. About it's a guy who teach you just how to quantum leap. You know, everybody think you gotta just go from step to step. Sometimes, if you got 100,000 a year, then in order for you to get a million, you know, it seems you gotta work 20 years to get $1 million. But he teach you how to bypass all that traditional thinking and do one of them Dr. Dre moves where you go from a little bit of money invested to $800 million in a year or 2 years, you know.
Wow, I like to hear more about. Eddie, that's why one of the things that I like about you is I am the guy that's step by step guy. I am the guy, and I know what you're saying is true. I remember when I got my publishing deal, I went from basically zero to 200,000 in a month. But the problem for me was I wasn't prepared for it.
Mm-mm. Because the problem is, man, we let society and people put these limitations on us, man. And when God, He ain't got no limitation, how you gonna put limitation on a ball? All this shit here. How you gonna say God, oh, it's gonna take me a year to make a million? God laughing. Man, I can make you $1 million in one day. Man, I was looking at Elon Musk. I think that's how you pronounce your name. The guy with Tesla.
Yeah.
I hope you ready for y'all ready for this. Man, this guy was, oh my, unbelievable. He made some fire throwers like a gun. I'm gonna send you the article too. A fire thrower gun, brother Chris. Selling them for $500 a piece. He sold 20,000 of them suckers in 4 days.
I seen them online.
$10 million in 4 days.
Yeah, I seen them.
Unbelievable, man.
What are they for?
Just fun. $10 million in 4 days, man. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, man.
That way
All
you
right.
can't put no limitation on nothing, man. You never know.
Okay, let me get you. I know you can. You can keep going, brother Eddie. Let's go ahead and start. Today we're talking about. You told me last night that I wanted to do more lease option training, but I'll do that another day. You said it might be best for us to talk about things that we're going to focus on and perhaps some things we're going to cut out in 2019. Hey, TB Williams, thanks for coming. Brother Eddie, you said something. Let's go ahead and start with your e-learning thing. Tell me a little bit about that. I got to grab something over here. You can go ahead and take it away.
Oh, okay. Well, the e-learning course guy, I got a wholesale and a wholesale lease option course that I got on the PDF, right? So, I had to step my game up for 2019, baby. So instead of having it on PDF like back in the days, we got it. It's gonna be like I'm putting it on the e-learning system, so it should be ready in about 10 days. They said where you can really go on there and interact. You can see videos that's gonna show you like contracts, how to do the contracts, the script. Like you're gonna, I'm gonna have a person on that. It's not gonna be me. It's gonna be somebody else's voice, but it's my stuff, my literature. So they're gonna be explaining it and all that good stuff, breaking it down, show you step by step how to get these deals closed. Cause like you can get the PDF all you want, but most people not gonna sit there and read, especially in today's time, man. Everybody want the shit like the microwave. Bam, bam, bam. So we put it on there where you're gonna be able to watch it at your leisure. You can go back at any time, look at it, this step here, this step here. Gonna have it broken down where you can go and see how to do the contract, how to negotiate with the seller, the seller rejections, all that good stuff. So yeah, man, it's gonna be pretty tight, man. We got about 10 more days before there's lunch, and we'll bring it to everybody on here. You guys want to learn wholesale and wholesale lease options? Hey, let's get it. And me and brother Chris got a week putting together that subject to one. Hopefully we have that ready for you guys around February or March. We're gonna have that subject to wait ready for you guys. We're gonna put that on the e-learning system too. You know a good thing I found out too, brother Chris. Okay, Thinkific. That's the ones who really host the e-learning things. It's Thinkific and it's another one that host it. So it's like $40 a month. Thinkific, if you host it on their site, it's $100 a month. That's just for somebody to be able to come on your website and come get your course and learn it through their platform. But when I was on freelancer, freelancer.com, guys, you can go to freelancer.com. It's so much stuff they do on there, man, for pennies on a dollar. Cause the same course I was having being built by a guy who worked for Jay Morrison. Remember, I think I told you that he was gonna do it for me, but my wife was like, why you gonna pay him $5,000 for that? I'm quite sure somebody can do it cheaper. Man, I got online. Guess how much, brother Chris?
How much?
$300 to convert it over.
Hmm.
He was gonna beat me down to my sock.
You're probably doing that same thing like that Fiverr thing.
Yeah, that's what he was gonna do. I guarantee you. You're gonna go on a Fiverr or freelancer.com. And I like Fiverr is good too, but I like freelancer.com for
Freelancer.
freelancer, I think. Freelancer.
That's for VA services, right?
Well, that's for any kind of service. You want VA services, you want videos made, different kind of man, it's so much stuff I can't even name. But y'all go check it out. Yeah, that's it. Go check it out, man. It's so much stuff, pennies on a dollar, guys. And you can see the ratings, how much they rate the stuff for.
So they're gonna help do convert your course over to the e-learning site.
Right.
Wow, that's nice. I
Three
like
hundred
that.
bucks, man. I say what? 4,700. Man, come on.
All right, let me move on. So e-learn is your goal. That's your goal to get your course from PDF or from black and white to digital format where you can the content you can consume it online.
Right.
Gotcha.
Then
I
I'm gonna
like that.
market the crap out of it.
I like that. I like that. I like
So
that.
I just figure, man, selling 2,000 of those at $500 a pop. That's a meal, cold meal, baby.
Yeah, we
Gotta go
too
buy
cheap,
up some
Eddie.
more
We
real estate.
we too
Huh?
cheap, brother. We too cheap, aren't we?
Yeah, we too cheap.
Well, you know what? We are being a blessing. So converting it over. Okay, I like that goal, bro. I like that goal. So you can just send them to that site and they can just upload it and consume it at their leisure.
Right. Make it a lot easier for them than just, and they have the PDF. They'll be able to download it in the PDF version also.
Yep. I like that. I like that.
So that's one of my goals for this year. The first goal that should be done in 10 days. And we just got to come up with a marketing strategy. I was talking about Elon Musk because they said the only advertisement he did was face Instagram.
Yeah, that IG man is really. You know what's weird? I've been doing a lot of studying on the internet, right? This guy Gary Vee is saying that social media, we shouldn't look at it as social media. We should look at it as the state of the internet. The internet is in the state of social media. What do you think about that, Eddie?
Yeah, I mess with Gary V. That's my boy.
I'm like, who would have thought that the internet is really not even quote unquote the internet now? Because everybody, even right now, we're on social media, Eddie.
It's crazy, man. But it's like anything. If you don't change with the times, you get left behind.
You get left behind. You're right.
And like I said, if I didn't have this YouTube shit, man, I was in trouble because I was only doing direct mail, Chris. My response rate went from 10% down to 2 or 3. Man, I was scratching my head. I'm like, shit, what I'm gonna do?
You know what's
Hey,
ironic? You mentioned that. Ironic you mentioned that today. The reason that I couldn't do this at noon is somebody called me this morning, Eddie, from Facebook. They saw me comment on somebody's ad and was like I had a house for sale.
mm, all
And
the
I don't
social
even,
media.
huh?
I said all a free advertisement on social media.
And you know
Free
what's so
money.
great? What's ultimately for me? I hate social media, dude. I don't want to be on it, man. It's like I don't even want to be commenting. And I haven't. When the last time you been on Facebook, dog?
It's been a minute. I gotta post something. I need to post something on there.
You don't even
It's been
like.
a
I
minute.
mean, huh?
I said it's been a minute.
We don't even go on there. We don't even go on there.
They say really, especially if you business minded, you just basically supposed to use it for business. That's the business biggest benefit of it.
This lady told me she had saw me literally, and she saw me comment on somebody else's post, and based on my picture, I took a picture of my standing in front of my truck. I got a big old truck that says "We Buy Houses," and one second. She saw that, and I'm thinking that's not even a site that I even own. You know, it was just I posted on one of her friends, and she saw it. She was like, "Let me give him a call." I thought that was cool. So freelancer, that's going to be like an e-site.
Hey Beezer, what's going on? Man, I love A Beezer, man. He support the team all the time.
Yeah, she is Allison. She's real. She's good. Anyway, I don't want to. She email me. All right, so we raising private money. That's one of mine. Eddie and I talked
Yeah,
about. We want to start with yours, Eddie. This is one of my things. I'm going to be big on this year.
me too. Me too. Thank you for
That
that, Chris, because I gotta put that on my goal list. I
yes.
definitely gotta put it on. I'm gonna tell you guys too, man. Be careful with your oh my god. Be careful with your private lenders, man.
What
Don't
you
too
mean?
much give them out to a person unless you can really trust them, man. I gave one of my buddies, one of my private lenders, brother Chris. It wasn't his fault, but it kind of was his fault because he bought this property and it was now this been about 2 years ago, but he burnt my private lender and she like threw. She threw with me too because I referred him. But I referred him to her. He bought this property. It's a nice house, about a $500,000 house, but it was about 40 houses in the damn subdivision for sale. So I'm like, man, you think this is really a good deal, man? There's too many houses for sale over here. And so he's so crazy, he didn't want to listen to me. I'm like, man, just put it out there for lease purchase or owner finance. At least you can get some of the people money back and get the people cashed out in the future. But he insisted on selling it. So he had to sell the property. He took about an $80,000 loss, man.
Oh
He
wow,
lost about $60,000 in one of my private lenders' money. She wasn't happy about that.
wow.
So that make me look bad because I referred him. So now he's not able to pay it back or nothing like that. So she took a lawsuit out on him. But man, y'all be careful with your money, man. With your private lenders, man. I don't even think I ever give up another one, Chris,
I don't
because
even know why you
man,
did it in the first place. That's what I'm thinking. What are you doing giving up private lenders?
man, crazy as hell. That's one of my was he my best friend, so I thought, but A lot of most stuff transpired after that he done, but
Oh wow.
lesson learned, man.
You know what? One of my friends told me a sinking man will drown, a drowning man will kill you, not on purpose. So we don't know what was going on in his life. He was drowning, but he'll bring you down, but he's not doing it on purpose.
Yeah, and this one of my proud lenders, man. I look, Chris. I didn't even have to give. Only thing I had to do was tell her about the deal. She sending the money. I ain't have to sign no paperwork, nothing. We was past that point where we didn't even sign paperwork. We just do the deal. We do verbally what we're gonna do, how we're gonna split the money up and everything, and she sending the wire. Boom. I'm talking about like, hey.
Wow.
So
But
hey,
you know
lesson
what?
learned, guys. Don't give up your
That's
money.
Yeah, keep that to the chest. But that segues over to raising. You know what's weird, Eddie? I had a lender last year want some of their money back. Happy New Year. Want some of their money back, right? So I think having access to X amount of money kind of holds us back because we're not exercising that muscle to go out and get new private
Get
money.
more. Yep. You should always be looking for more money. Always.
Always. That's the point. Always be looking. Always. That's what I wanted to say. For me, I know I've had access to X hundreds of thousands for the last 5, 6 years. I'm like, I'm okay. But when I think about it, I need to always be trying to do better. And I thank you for that, Eddie. You pushed me, man. You sent me a text the other day. If it's not uncomfortable, what did you say? If you're not uncomfortable, if
Oh,
your goals aren't big enough or something.
if your dreams, if your goals don't make you uncomfortable, when you look at them to get it, then they're too small.
They're too
You,
small.
you
There you
don't
go.
get if you don't get uncomfortable when you look at the goals. That means you got some small goals. You know you could attain them. You want some stuff so big and make your grandmama say, "Holy."
You know what? I'm thinking that's why once again, class, I can't stress to you the people you hang around. Eddie shoot me this text. And Eddie, I'm sure we both remember when we thought 1, 2, 300 was a lot of capital. And it's like when I look back, I mean that's just the pinky in the water.
Shit.
But
Yeah.
yes, raising private money class. If you want any help with that, once again, I can put a link to my perspectives. I don't offer it for sale often, but if you want to get it today, shoot me an email. I'll give you a discount for the day only. You gotta have a perspective.
What What's some good ways would you say, brother Chris, to raise private money?
That's a good question. For me, Eddie, I promise you, dude, I didn't go far. Let me tell you, before I tell you what I did, let me tell you what has happened to me over the years. I've had two tenants, Eddie, get settlements. Two. My first tenant got $1 million from a car crash. My second
Damn.
tenant got 200 something thousand from back VA disability. Neither one of them are my lenders. I tried to convert them over, and they weren't mentally ready. I think they might be now because, as you know, if you're not money savvy, it will go.
Woo!
You,
Scoom.
you know that, right? So
Faster than a speeding bullet, brother Chris.
yeah, my point exactly. So sometimes people don't know what they want, right, Eddie? And we're giving
Right.
them an awesome opportunity. But I'm saying that to say you don't know who's going to be your lender, Eddie. It might be your next door neighbor, somebody that's you think that they're broke, man. They might be a millionaire.
Heck yeah, you don't know.
So what I did was I just started talking to. I first talked to my family, mother, father, brothers. I don't have any sisters, but then I went to my cousins, uncles. Then I went to my friends, Eddie. I only went to a few people. First one gave me 25. Next one gave me 65. Then I got 100, and then we just kind of snowball from there. And now
Mm.
I just invest with people that contact me through social media. We pay 6 to 8%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the going rate.
They don't be paying too much, guys. Class is gonna it's gonna we want to give as much as we can, but the more you give, it hurts you not in your profit, but it hurts you getting them paid back because you need to make a profit for doing the deal.
Yeah, especially we got to do all the work.
Yeah, yeah. And 6 to 8%, I promise you, they're gonna be happy with that.
Yeah, because the bank's only paying like 1.5% or something like that. Come
Yeah.
on, man. What the heck you can do with that?
And I don't know too much about the stock market, but I hear that it's kind of going up and down. Are you into that at all?
No, I haven't got into that.
Yeah, I want to interview some people that are doing well in the stock market, Eddie. I think that'll be a great debate.
Yeah, I want to see because that may be a good diversification. They say you have to I don't know. They say you got to watch that stuff daily, but I think depends on what type of stock. I don't know. I know a couple of people doing it, but I can't really
How
speak
they,
too much on it.
how are they doing with it?
Well, they say they're doing okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I just don't understand. My mentors, all my mentors are like, I don't mess with it.
I know I haven't found any that mess with it either.
Well, the people that you studied under, did they, or were they real estate guys and stock guys, or just real estate guys?
Real estate guys.
Yeah, man. I haven't met a real estate guy that even does. I feel like I'm one of the real estate guys now, and I don't know nothing about it.
It's just a safe to me. Real estate's so safe, man. Especially you know how to buy right. I mean, it's
Yeah,
safe. You really can't lose. 'Cause you make like they say, you make money on a buy, but you got to buy it right.
yeah.
Then if you sell, of course, you'll make a profit. But if you buy too high, you're not gonna make a profit.
So before I leave private money class, I want to make sure you understand what private money is. Private money is where we use ordinary people, just like you and me, to fund our real estate deals. All right.
Right.
They are the bank. We turn our friends, family, or associates into the bank. They fund the deal at closing. You pay them a set APR, annual percentage rate. I'll go over that in another training, but you got to understand, you got to stop giving APR and learn how to get some APR. That's where we're at. All right. Lease options, Eddie, you talking about ramping that up. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we got to step out. Definitely, me and brother Chris gonna step that doggone lease option game up to the next level.
Now, you
One thing I
focus. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. The reason I love lease purchase, guys, everybody chasing wholesale deals. But you gotta think, everybody, their grandmama, their great great grandmama, their cousin, and auntie looking for a wholesale deal. So you got a lot of competition, man. And you only get paid one time. One check, it's over with. So the wholesale lease option, the way I love it so much, you get paid up front with a down payment. If you stay in the deal and do a sandwich lease option, you got free cash flow every month. And then if they buy it on the back end, you get paid again. So you get paid three times, three versus one.
Yeah.
And think about it. It's more pretty houses out here than some raggedy houses. So it's more money, bigger pool, man. Bigger pool. You got more buyers. 70 to 75% of people can't qualify for a loan. So
Yeah.
again, you got a bigger pool. I mean, it just make more sense.
It's funny you mentioned that, Eddie. How many people have I met that wants to wholesale, look for wholesale deals?
But that's all on the internet. That's all everybody talking about. Wholesale, wholesale. Man, I couldn't find none of these so-called gurus. Back in 2007 and 8, when the market crashed, they were hauling ass out of here. They was gold. Now
Yeah.
everybody a guru. Man, you a guru if you stick through the mud. When it's hard times, you keep on going.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, brother Chris, I only know one guy, man. I started in '05. I only know one guy that made it through the mud, because had the same mentor. So he was able to, was able to do more than one type of transaction. Like most investors only know how to wholesale or rehab. So if you only know how to wholesale or rehab, you're limited on the other options when the people call in on the phone and want to give you a deal and you don't know what to do with it. But you just send it to me and brother Chris and we'll tighten it on up for you guys. Split 60-40 or 50-50.
Well, either way. That's funny you mentioned that, man. I love it when you say, when I think back about surviving the crash, I didn't think I was doing anything spectacular. I just kind of went back to the basics.
What was you doing, brother Chris?
My main thing, how I survived, was this.
Raising private money. Were you still doing any rehabs?
I kept doing rehabs. What helped me was they right around 2008 to 10, the United States government had something called a first time house buyers tax credit.
Oh
So
yeah, we got in on that one.
remember that? They were giving
Yeah,
people eight
eight
or
thousand.
was it
We
eight or
got
10?
8,000 on one of ours.
Yeah, people, man, they were flipping these 8,000. Everybody was buying houses. Well, not everybody, but it stimulated the economy. But investors couldn't get financing to buy ugly houses, which is why my private money, I just got right to the private sector, Eddie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We
that was,
start.
huh?
Go ahead.
The private money will allow me to buy still when you remember they weren't financing investors. They were only financing home buyers, owner occupants.
You're right. They
Yeah,
drive the market up. Well, I know down here in Atlanta, man, it was crazy, man.
I know.
I
Yeah,
swear, man, for about it had to be maybe a year, about 2 years, man. Man, it was 2 years, brother Chris. It was about because we always hit pre foreclosure, so it was about anywhere from 5 to 10,000 foreclosures a month. They was slamming them down, man, slamming them. Man, it was wow. It was crazy.
wow.
They was slamming. And I know for about a good 6 to 8 months, nobody was buying properties down here because they were closing so bad. And I thank God, at the time I was like, shit, what I'm gonna do? But I don't know how I got into modifications, but I ended up getting into modifications, and that's how I learned the modification game. So that was a blessing to learn that part. And then I'll say after everybody started back buying, then we switched over to short sales and we started tearing them up on the short sales because they made modifications illegal for you to do it for somebody. Because a lot of
Yeah,
these schools was out here taking people money and ripping them off. It wasn't modifying the loans. People always got to do some crazy stuff. So
always.
they cut that out. So we had to switch over to short sale. But by the time we switched over to short sales, they was back buying again. So we was able to get them at good discounts and just flip them, man.
Yeah.
Make 10, 15, 20 grand real quick.
So you're doing. I once again, I hope for my family members that are viewing, you get. Eddie has one side of the spectrum. You always see my coaching is one side of the fence. Eddie loves pretty house lease options, which I do that too. Conversely, I also do ugly house lease options. Ugly house lease options. We are getting out of the rental game, which I've been divesting from the rental game for several years now, and just doing what my mentor calls Scott Jelinek calls slow flips. So Eddie, we do the same thing you're doing with the ugly house too. So the person moves in, they got a down payment. It won't be as big as yours, but we're doing on ugly houses. So we're buying it, Eddie. Maybe we could buy $30,000 and do no repairs and sell it to a contractor that's looking for a home for his family.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, man. So we don't do. We're just like when you do. If you do a pretty one, you probably won't buy it. You're gonna stay in the middle of it. On this one, we might pay cash for it or get a small loan and just cash flow it till we get paid off. So it might be
Oh,
850 a month. So right now I got a bunch of them now that are due to be paid off very quickly. But you're buying them for 30,000 ish. Do nothing to it, Eddie. When I say nothing, I mean I'm gonna show you. Matter of fact, that training we talked about that training last night. I want to do some case studies on these houses that I'm selling with no kitchen. Windows
dang.
bolted out. Yeah, man. So you can sell them, get 3 to 5 thousand down, and just move on to the next one. But I'm gonna ramp
Oh,
that up.
man, I love that. I love that idea, brother Chris.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, man. I've been focusing on that, brother Eddie's, for about 2 years now. I
That's a
sold
good
the same
idea.
house 3 times. I think I sold the same house 3 times last year.
Wow. Non-refundable. So you do like a work for equity?
Yeah, yep, same thing, non-refundable. It's the same thing, man. It's a lease option.
Man, I ain't never thought about that. Dang. Thank you for that nugget, brother Chris.
Yeah, they come in. They're typically they are a contractor or tradesman. Matter of fact, let me show you. Nah, we'll do it next time. How much time we got? I'll show you a guy. I'll show you real quick, Eddie. One I just did, man. I'll show you the pictures of it. You're
Okay.
not gonna believe what it looks like when the guy moved in. I'll show you a quick snapshot. So we're showing ugly houses, right? I want you to do ugly houses. I'm just tired of repairs, and you're not doing any repairs on your lease options either, right?
No, man, I'm done with that crap. I would like to do double work, but I don't even want to watch the contractors do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Uh,
Okay, here's what it looked like before. I think I
man,
paid 30,000 for this.
really?
30,000,
Damn, that's sweet.
and this is what it looks like the other day. Dude put a fence up, put a new door, painted the shutters.
Wow. So
So
did he move in or what?
yeah, he's in. Give me a down payment. I think he gave me $3 grand down
Man, that's a
payment.
blessing for contracting and stuff like that too, man. Most of them don't even have houses.
There you go. Well, they want to be homeowners too. You know, they're tired of renting. Most of the people I meet, they're like, man, I'm sick of renting, and you should be. You know, I don't know everybody's financial situation, but Eddie, when I look back over my life, I'm like, thank God I found real estate because I was able to pay some loans off and own something over the time. You know.
Right. Right.
All
And you
right,
got
lease
things
officer.
to put that money into.
All right. So, cell phone marketing, brother Eddie, hit it.
Well, cell phone market, like I said earlier, man, if it wasn't for YouTube, boy, I would have been like a dinosaur, extinct. Hold on, what I be doing right now, brother Chris? Because that direct mail wasn't getting it. I was getting like about 3% response rate, man. You know the numbers weren't working out, so switched over to the cell phone game. Now we're doing the text messages and voice drop, man. It's beautiful. Plus, you know, it's the you're paying 4 or 5% per person per lead. Plus, don't even forget the email marketing. We're doing that email marketing every week. So all of this email marketing is actually free. You know, you got to pay to get the email address and all that stuff, but I mean it's free. It costs you a couple of minutes to put together an email and send it out. So you're hitting people on all those avenues: email, text, voice drop. Then I probably hit them with a letter last, whoever didn't respond. But you hit them there 4 ways, man. You can't help but get plenty of deals.
Yeah. So we do cell phone / internet marketing with that.
Right. You know, that's a major benefit.
You know, I kind of wanted to stay away from that stuff, Eddie, but I just think that you can be out of business if you don't get on this stuff.
Damn sure will. Damn sure will, man. Like a dinosaur, I'm telling you, man, I was worried, man. I was like, shoot, man. I'm telling you, man, I just got on the internet, just started looking and started doing research. And then I started seeing this stuff. And when we started first sending out text messages, which was about 2 years ago, it was very few people doing it. Still very few people doing it. I may get a text, like when I put a property for sale, I may get one text.
Yeah, me
Somebody trying to
too.
do a rent to own or for sale, but
I get one
that's
call.
it.
And all you got to do really is just scrape. You can just scrape Craigslist all day. To be honest, frankly.
Oh man, who was that? Yeah, Craigslist, man. One student called me. Look, guys, get on the Craigslist, Zillow. Look for rents, man. For rent by owner, not with the agent, because the agent gonna be in the middle with that bull crap. Mess the deal up. No offense to you agents, but if you're not investor friendly, most of y'all, we don't speak the same language. It's
Nope.
Chinese and English. It's two different things. So, man, get on Craigslist and call these people. You got your good rent to own script, man. You guys want to, because you got to think about it, it's better for them to rent out the property. Most people not going to buy, but when you put that renter in there, he's going to tear it up. But you put a lease purchase buyer in there, two different mindsets. One person going in with a homeowner mentality, and one person going in with I don't give a you know what mentality. So depends on which one you want. I can tell you this: one of you gonna be fixing up the house after the end of the lease, and one of them you just got to come in that back end. And that's it.
Yeah. And you got the down payment. I'm telling you, I just showed you a picture, Eddie. My houses look better when they leave.
Yep, man. I can't believe y'all got the houses that cheap right, like that. But
Oh
y'all
yeah.
not right in the city, right?
We're right in the city. Well, it ought to, Eddie. You know, I'm a thing about longevity, attrition. You know, so I made offers on that house for over 10 months.
Well,
Yeah, so I mean, I'll wait you out. I'll wait you out. And at that immediate area where that house is, I'd already flipped 6 houses in that same neighborhood. So I knew the area.
oh, really,
But
really.
yeah, I mean, you know, it's all about, you know, we always talk about it. Patience. Patience.
And follow up.
Yeah. All right. So we got that internet, freelancer. That's it. We're covered, Eddie. What? Oh, I wanted to cover one thing too. I'm going to continue to do. Evan Pagan talks about it in Neil Schwartz's book. What's the name of that book? Neil Schwartz. The Power of Full Engagement. The Power of Full Engagement. Neil Schwartz talks about. You were just talking about it too, Eddie. The circadian rhythm, where sun goes up, night comes. Sun comes up as a rhythm and stuff. That's the circadian rhythm. You said that rhythm. I'm glad you talked about that because just like everything comes in cycles, right? You're not always going to be doing good. You won't always be doing bad.
Right.
He says you can tap into that circadian rhythm by timing what you do. And I kind of got off of it, but he says every task should be no more than 40 to 50 minutes. So when I'm doing something extremely important, I set my little timer. And it's amazing, Eddie, what you can get done in 40 to 50 minutes if you just do that one thing, you know?
Yeah, lock in. Put that cell phone down. Stop
Yeah.
answering emails and get straight to it. That's that laser focus.
Yeah. That's right. It's amazing. I remember I wrote my first book doing this, and I did my negotiating audio doing this, and I did my last documents just doing just let me do one thing, 50 minutes. And what's crazy is when you get into it, the 50 minutes go by like that.
Yes.
And then you get to relax. You get 15 minutes to do whatever you want. Tinker, he calls it tinkering. You get to tinker, check email, whatever, then get back at it.
Back to the money, baby.
Yeah. So yes, class. Thank you for joining us today. Let's get to some questions and see if anybody has anything that we can cover for him, Brother Eddie.
Let's see.
Any questions here? Oh, I got my picture. Yeah, lease options. I'm glad you said that too, Eddie. A tenant buyer has a different mindset than a ordinary tenant, an ordinary tenant. Maria, hey. All right, Beasley, what up? What up? Any questions? Realist.
Hey, Rosanna.
I think everybody's just here hanging out today, getting ready.
Y'all ready for the new year? I want, especially everybody who's on here with us every week. Gotta get some deals closed, baby.
That's right.
Email me and Chris for some help. We can partner on some deals and make some money for the new year. So we
The
can have
truth.
our channel lit and bring you guys on for interview and stuff.
Yeah, we can focus on that this year.
That way we keep our energy going, flowing high this year, man. Everybody closing deals off the chain.
Text message masterclass, Eddie. The truth. Yeah, I put just go to the video or you can email me. I'll send you the link for it. Email there. From Baltimore.
You know the crazy thing too, brother Chris. Well, I ain't gonna say the crazy thing because I studied the power of the mind, but I didn't know at that time when I broke my leg. But I was so determined, man, to get back out there and get back to work that my leg actually, where the bone broke, it healed up bigger than it broke. So it healed up actually a little bigger, like more solid.
Mm-hmm.
Normally they say it heals up a little like lower or something like that. It doesn't heal up even. So
you don't know what's gonna happen, Eddie. That's the power of God, man. You don't know they can do anything. Do anything.
They say one day to him is like 1,000 days is like a day.
Jacob wants to know what type of leads you focusing on for subject to deals, Eddie.
Pre-foreclosure.
Pre-foreclosure. Yeah, that's the best one. They'll give you the panties if you get them on pre-foreclosure.
Take them right off.
And once you learn how to stop the foreclosure, they'll be a blessing too.
Now I had a crazy guy, brother Chris. Oh, I told you about that. That's pre-foreclosure. This guy wanted $60,000 plus 30,000 to catch up his back payments.
Oh
He wanted
yeah, I remember him.
freaking grand, and just gonna leave us $50,000 worth of equity.
I remember him.
The out of here.
You had to walk away from that?
Yeah, man, he's crazy.
Rosanna says, after you create the prospectus, yes, you gotta have it. What are the typical terms to pay it back? On my private money, we do something called no payment loans. Oh my Lord, no payment loans, right? No payment.
Oh, you do that, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Let me see. Let me get some game from you.
No payment loans. Have you ever in your life heard of a bank or a lender that will loan you money and not want any payments? No. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I have.
I mean, you have, but I'm saying we set it up no payment loans. We let the interest accrue while we hold on to the house, Rosanna. So we borrow $100,000, right? I'm getting a new board too, Eddie. I can write bigger. So we borrow
Bo
$100,000.
Davis from
Huh?
Albuquerque.
If you borrow $100,000, Rosanna, and say your interest is payment is going to be $1,000 a month, right? So you hold that loan for 6 months. So when we sell the property, we'll pay them back $106,000 at the closing. At closing. All right, so you got no monthly outgo. That's how you say. Now that, to me, in my opinion, is the right way to do real estate. Those monthly
No
payments,
payment loans.
huh?
Go over there again for me, brother, because I was trying to check out these questions. Can you go
No.
over that one more time for me, please?
If you borrow $100,000 from a private lender, we don't want to make monthly payments because we don't know what
When it's gonna sell?
we don't know when it's going to sell, or we don't know what our cash flow position is. Back in the day, my cash flow was low, so I didn't want to have any monthly payments going out. So I would have the interest accrue every month. If I held the property for 6 months at $1,000 a month, then I would pay them back at 106 at closing.
Yeah,
So a no payment loan.
they're the only ones I do, man. I'm not with that paying every month. Now, if you guys gotta get a hard money loan, you gotta break bread every month.
Yes.
But down here, it's like between 13 and 15% interest a month.
Yeah, that's right. Between 12 and 13 is what we're paying here, but it's still they have those penalties after 3 or 4 months, Eddie. It adds up to 15.
Yeah. But if you got enough equity in the deal, it may be worth it. But I see a lot of people. No, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but I see people starting off like when they first rehab and they don't really know the numbers. Man, they get these hard money loans and they ass in trouble.
Yeah, they're doing trouble.
So I would advise anybody if it's your first time doing a rehab and you don't want to, get a coach or anything, at least get two contractor estimates. They go out there and give you estimates of the property. Then you multiply the ARV by 70% minus the repairs. That's your maximum allowed offer that you should pay for any property. Don't be like these people, man. They overpaying for properties and stuff like that. Your ass gonna be in trouble.
Walk away. Walk away.
You're gonna be in early retirement.
Forced retirement.
Forced retirement.
Uh,
Hey, ask me how I know. God dang it. My first one, boy, I was almost in early retirement. Hey, my mentor said, don't go out and don't go out and do a rehab on your first deal. What I do? Go out and get a rehab.
you got hard money?
Heck yeah, man.
You're asking
You
for
end
it.
up have to refinance out of it.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, I bought it too damn high, man. Bought it too high. On top of that, I hired my family member to do the freaking rehab. I'm gone. They think when I leave, they supposed to stop working, or they supposed to go with me where I go. And I'm paying you to work. Oh my God, brother Chris, I park down the street and walk up to the house, sneak up on the house. They in the backyard smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. Like it's Ferris Bueller day off. Get your ass to work.
All right, let me get. So, all right, Die is closing the first deal. Nice. Send me an email on that, Die. We'd like to bring you on the show. Frank, not beating real estate unless you day trading. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Beezer has some stocks, not putting all the eggs in one basket. Tisha says, "Don't mess with money. Don't mess with paper money." It could be. How do you find people to do that? To do what, Brian? What you talking about, buddy? Chris has all his eggs in one basket. That's true. I asked how he diversifies his portfolio. He said he doesn't. He's got everything in real estate. Danny, that is true. I'm being transparent with you, brother. I don't know anything else. I'm willing to listen. Eddie, maybe you can help me, brother. I don't know. I mean,
What?
every month I get payments from my tenants, and I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, good or bad. My residents pay me every month. My debt is low. You know, I mean, Danny, I'm interested. What do you think about that comment, Eddie? Are you diversified at all? I don't know.
Well, let me see. Right now, just real estate, man, because real estate with the Airbnb and
It's still real estate.
yeah, it's all real estate. Now I'm starting a label, music label,
That's
record
a
company.
business, though.
Yeah, it's that's the only diversification. Real estate has been my safest investment and bet, man. You know, I haven't had any problems because I know how to buy right. So I mean, it's hard to go anywhere else. You can show me another business with some good returns, then
Yeah,
you know
maybe we'll bring them on. We'll bring Danny.
what
If
Danny does.
Yeah, Danny, what do you? I'd like to know what he does. I don't know. I don't know. Brian wants me to sell him an ugly house. Okay, I mean, I don't have anything. I don't. I very rarely sell. I'm a holder. How can you get an ugly house deal? You're speaking, Brian. It's all about making offers, brother. I'd like to ask you how many offers have you made? Is the main question. How many offers have you made? You got 3 houses. Okay, send them over.
Man, I like
And
ultimate bargains. Ultimate bargains. Email us, man. We want to get you on here and interview you.
I
We
tried to
see.
get him on. He said he's not ready to come public yet, Eddie.
Come
That
on, ultimate. We gonna make you famous, baby.
dive. Go to if you want to know more about the text message, get the text message marketing class. Email. I'll send you the link. I can't really get the text message. You want to give them the text message stuff, Eddie?
Yeah, I think we discounted it. What is it, like $99 now?
Yeah, but
Well,
I'm
it
saying
went back up to 149, but we'll still let it go for 99.
that's fine. The text message, I think it's easy text or something like that. You can use for your to send out your text.
Well, it's different text messages. We heard there's a little problem with easy text, but it's several more companies, so you
Yeah.
can text messages all day.
Wayne Johnson has hard money. And his hard money, he's in Detroit, willing to travel. Okay, so he's got some hard money, Eddie. So he wants us to reach out to him. Wayne, we'll do that, brother. Hold up, you got
Wayne,
hard money? You got hard money. I don't know, Wayne. We are thankful, obviously, for your reach for your content.
hard money. I don't do it with hard money. No. We can
Yeah.
interview him, but I don't deal with hard money. Well, it's hard money.
Well, the
I
thing
like
is,
private money, easy, low fees, no payments, baby.
yeah, the thing is, Wayne, I really appreciate you for chiming in. I pray that Eddie and I are in a position in our lives where I very rarely use it. I will from time to time if needed. But Wayne, if you're flexible with some terms, I'm sure we'll be willing to work with you. Beezer wants to know if you got a pretty house, can you still hand it off as a wholesale deal and that
Heck
contract to
yeah.
someone else?
Yep. All day to another investor.
Absolutely.
Them
Absolutely.
investors who like to buy and hold, they love you. They love you a long time.
Eddie, you want me to? You gotta rent your own script, right? I guess you could put your email, Brian. You can shoot Eddie for that. Put your email in there, Eddie.
Right. Okay.
What are the steps to do when a subject to probate is involved? Yeah, Jordan, you got a
Shit, we
long
don't got
way to
enough
go.
time to cover that, baby.
You got a long way. First of all, you need to pray.
Yeah, make sure everybody's on the same page with that probate. Because if it's more than one person involved, then
Ain't happening.
numbers go to changing, and boy, you gotta dot a lot of I's and cross a lot of T's. Get
It
everybody
ain't.
on the same page.
Yeah, ain't happening.
But you got to think about it. It'll be a good deal if you can negotiate it out because the guy dead. So you think he give a crap about the loan in his name? He's
Nope.
out of here.
Gone.
On to the upper room with Jesus.
Yeah. Brian, you're making 10 months of offers. I'll have to see. Yeah, Brian. See, the good thing about real estate is it's very person specific. Would you say, Eddie?
Yeah.
Everybody can't do the same thing. Like what works for me may or may not work for Eddie. What Eddie's doing, I may not like it. So Brian, we had to look at that, break that down. You're making 10 months of offers. I would bet Eddie's no way he's made 10 offers a day. Well, let's say even 5 offers a day. That's 50 offers a week. That's 200 a month. It's impossible
Woo.
for you to make.
Well, you
No way.
should have some deals coming out the Yang Yang.
I don't believe
Like the
that.
Yang Yang twin.
Eddie, there's no way. Brian, let me bring you on here, Brian. You tell us how many. Matter of fact, put your email. I'm gonna bring. You want to bring him on real quick?
Yeah, bro. Come on. We need to ask some questions. God dang it.
Put your
Time for the
Gmail.
moment of truth.
I'll bring you in. I promise you. There's no way. There's no way. I was just talking about circadian rhythm. Yes, that book. Hey, Chris, you're a great mentor. Need help with some subject too. Okay, I can send them over. Carlos. All right. Brian, you got some good questions. Tenant buyer. Cash, down payment, bro. Eddie, Eric wants to know, does the lease option fee go toward the cost of the property?
Yeah, it goes towards the cost of the property. That's why you got to raise up the value. So if your seller want, just say 150,000, when you get it under contract, you want to raise the price up on the back end to whatever you think your fee gonna cover. So if it's 150 you buying it for, you want to raise it to about 160, 170.
Let's say you're 170, Eddie, and then you,
Yeah,
but
I
then,
like 170. And they don't give a crap, man. They get a nice, pretty house, man. That's the last that's the last thing they worried about. I never had nobody complain about the price. Never.
me neither, Eddie.
Come on, man. You know what you got to do to get a bank loan? Man, they want to damn near get a DNA test,
Eddie,
and they pimping you. You got to pay this 3 times back what you bought the house for. But you
oh,
got to
preach
kiss
it,
all that butt for a loan, man. It's
preach it,
ridiculous, man.
preach it. Eddie, I did one in Indiana. The people gave the down payment. They didn't care if they signed the paperwork yet. They were just like, we want to reserve it. Here's 3,000.
We out, yeah. They want the house, man. You can't blame them, man. Your credit shot. You got a family, man. Your wife on your ass, boy. Boy, you gotta tighten up.
That's true. You got to produce. And Eddie is the only person that's going to give me this house with no credit needed.
Man, it's a blessing, man.
Andre says, is the tenant buyer responsible for foundation and roof problems? That's a good question. Andre, I like that one, brother. Well, for mine, on my end, who is it? Andre, tenant buyer responsible for leak for roof and foundation. Here's the thing. You got to look at this thing as an investment for you. Are they going to fix it? Maybe. I'll let Eddie chime in too. On my end, I don't know if they're going to fix it. If they don't fix it, then I step in and fix it. Because I'm keeping mine for the long haul. I don't plan on selling mine ever. I'll pass them on to my kids.
Yeah,
If there's something
man.
big, huh?
What you gonna do about this, Chris? See, this is my concern, man. I'm putting this in my will, man. I've been really thinking about it, man. Cause man, we building this empire up, and okay, we kick the bucket. We gone wherever we going to the next destination. And then what if the kids are not financially savvy or something like that, and they want to go blow the damn, sell all the houses and cash out, like I would have did when I was 17, 18.
That's right.
So I was thinking about, I don't know if you can put it in your will, maybe you know, but I wanted to put it in that they can't sell none of the properties, man. It got to be passed it down to from generation to generation. I don't want no selling my stuff, man. Even though I'm dead, god dang it. Hey, I ain't working this hard for nothing.
You know, I was at Ron LeGrand's seminar last month, and he says he's going to leave the money to it when his attorney, his estate will pay out some of his money only after the children have proven that they've made $25,000 that year. So you can't just come get free money.
Yeah, no, man. Cause
Yeah,
they
you
gonna blow it, man.
don't sell the asset, man. If you sell the
And
asset,
they
you get
said,
back, huh?
and they said most second generation, second, third generation usually blow the wealth if they're not trained right.
That's right.
So I want my name to live on like the Rockefellers and Rothschilds and all that stuff, man.
Hey, it's been an hour, man. I'm going to have to cut out of here, dude. Check on my contractors, man. I'm sorry, dog.
Shit, me too. I got things to do too.
All right, class. Listen, thank you for your time. What's the last thing you want to leave for our viewers, brother Eddie? Last thing for 2019.
Guys, make you some goals and make some plans for those goals and go out and crush it. Get to the money, man. Hey, stay focused. Stay away from the haters and laser in, man. Get some laser focus and get some deals closed.
Yeah. Close the deal. Stop worrying about. I'm going to say stop worrying about an LLC. I think you do need an LLC. I have several. I think you do need an LLC, yes, but I don't think that's to me that's Eben Pagans calls it playing business. When you're worried about getting all this stuff set up, we need you to get to, like Eddie said, get to a check. Get to a check. Start making phone calls. Take some action. Don't be scared of the grunt work. The grunt work, the work.
Right. A lot of people scared of the grunt work and don't think you can call your first house and get a deal. I mean, let's be realistic. In the
I mean,
perfect world, you
I
will.
called 10 houses, Eddie. I didn't get a deal. What am I going to do?
Yeah, get frustrated. You got to keep going, guys. When you, like I tell my students, hey, when you first time you got on the bike, you didn't quit when you failed, did you? No, you kept trying until you rode that bike. So it's the same thing with
Yeah,
this real estate business. You got to keep going till you get that first deal. Once you get that first deal, you know you can do it. The confidence level is heightened, and it's time to crush it.
that's right. How come I don't see no thumbs up? Anybody give me no likes? Oh, okay, we got 22. Please, there's 80 people on here. Give me a thumbs up on this
Thumbs up,
webinar.
guys. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up.
All right.
And
Make sure you
subscribe.
subscribe to the channel. And Eddie, I'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right,
Peace.
guys. God bless y'all.
Yep.
Peace.